positive spin.
I believe in
Presenting
us.
positive,
And I believe in our world.
innovative, and solution-oriented news from around the world.
Kristal found herself at times questioning what the next step would be in her campaign.
On today's program, we'll profile environmental activist and Goldman Environmental Prize recipient, Kristal Ambrose.
I realized that it wasn't a political issue, it wasn't a personal issue, that it just needed to be done.
And we'll hear the song Unity, performed by singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer Vernon Ice Black.
Qui m'inspire chez ces femmes, c'est leur dévouement, leur courage.
Then we'll see how women in the Central African Republic are organizing to claim their rights.
Accrocher davantage à mes études.
After that, we'll experience a reunion concert of the groundbreaking music fusion band Ancient Future.
In order to encourage others to come out to speak against violence or child abuse, let me make
Finally,
them
we'll
as
witness
part of
Nigerian lawyer
So
Rashida
anything
Mohammed
that help
working tirelessly for the rights of women and children in her
and I
country.
visit them every two weeks.
Kristal Ambrose is an environmental activist who led a successful campaign to ban plastics in the Bahamas, resulting in a nationwide ban on plastics in January 2020. Kristal Ambrose was recognized for her activism with the Goldman Environmental Prize, the world's largest and most prestigious environmental award.
The Bahamas is an archipelago of some 700 islands stretching across 100,000 square miles of ocean that contain pristine beaches and abundant marine life. Unfortunately, ocean currents and wind patterns bring a steady barrage of plastic bottles, bags, and marine debris that is contaminating the country's coastline and ecosystems.
We have a multifaceted issue here, right? So we are dealing with the waste that we generate as a nation, that comes from locals and also the tourism industry. And then we're also faced with all of this marine debris that's lacing our shores. The question is, what do we do with it?
Kristal Ambrose connected with the ocean as a child when her father coaxed her to join his daily swim. More than experiencing the joy of the sea, it was the beginning of what would become Kristal's mission in life.
It doesn't matter how young you are, where you're from, what color you are. This is your world, this is your future, and you deserve a seat at the table in making these decisions that impact you.
We're so happy to have you here today. If you happen to be here, scream!
Our plastic camp has been so impactful. We've been doing the program for over 6 years now. We've reached more than 500 students on 8 different Bahamian islands.
You be the solution to plastic pollution.
So we build that stewardship through our beach cleanups, through all of our environmental work. And the students, they're able to make that real world connection between how all this plastic is having a negative impact on the environment that surrounds them. So for us, protecting what you love means connecting to the ocean and using that time to draw those healing powers and that strength from the ocean so that we can continue fighting this issue.
Kristal found herself at times questioning what the next step would be in her campaign against plastic. Then she had an important eureka moment.
I realized that it wasn't a political issue, it wasn't a personal issue, that it just needed to be done. And the time was now. We looked at the scientific research trying to understand how plastic was moving over space and over time on beaches in the Bahamas. And with the help of a lawyer, we wrote a bill of what a single-use plastic ban would look like for the Bahamas.
We always hear about plastics in the ocean. We hear of Bahamian beaches drowning in plastic, Bahamian fish that have ingested plastic. But I think the main thing, though, is that in assembling her data and doing her research, Kristal was able to demonstrate that this problem isn't just out there. It's actually right on our front doors, and we need to act now.
And the students, I was like, well, you know, this is gonna be a high-level meeting. We gotta be formal. And they're like, Miss Kristal, that's boring. You know, so we literally went in there beating on the desk. We are the change. We're the solution. We can fix this plastic pollution. And then we proceeded to tell the Minister of Environment why we needed to act now and ban single-use plastics.
Kristal's meeting with the Minister of the Environment set off a media storm, raising public awareness about plastic pollution.
Tell us about the Bahamas plastic movement.
And applied pressure to the government to take action. Soon, the bill that had begun as a school project became a reality.
So my face, being a young Black Bahamian woman at the forefront of an environmental issue, working at the grassroots level is so important because it sends the message that I can do this too. This is my planet, this is my ocean. I deserve to fight, and my voice matters.
For outstanding environmental achievement for islands and island nations, the 2020 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Kristal Ambrose, Eleuthera Island, the Bahamas.
Now we'll hear an original song entitled Unity, written and performed by singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer Vernon Ice Black.
Let's come together in the rise of
troubled Central African Republic, women are organizing to claim their rightful role in shaping the future of their families, communities, and culture. Let's witness the movement's success.
Je me suis toujours dit que dans ma vie, le plus beau cadeau que je pourrais offrir aux jeunes filles et aux femmes, c'est de pouvoir m'engager dans un activisme en leur faveur. Elles veulent la paix, rien que la paix. Je suis Lina Ekomo. Je travaille pour le leadership de la femme en République centrafricaine. La vie des Centrafricains a changé, notamment au niveau de la capitale où les mutineries ont démarré. Et c'est là où nous sommes, moi personnellement, je suis très marquée par l'absence de la paix. J'ai été vraiment frappée par les souffrances des femmes. Elles sont interceptées, interpellées par les groupes armés qui confisquent leurs produits de champ. Elles sont soumises à des punitions corporelles. Et pour les jeunes filles, en plus de ces punitions corporelles, elles sont systématiquement violées. Vous ne pouvez pas imaginer la magie du dialogue intergénérationnel. Ça permet à ces femmes de s'extérioriser, de s'ouvrir au monde extérieur. Après ça, je me dis qu'il faut faire quelque chose. Vous pouvez faire ça, non? Les femmes ne doivent pas participer de manière passive. Elles doivent être actives. Elles doivent avoir la possibilité de s'exprimer sur la situation des femmes, sur la situation des populations, sur la situation des jeunes, lorsqu'il y a les pourparlers de paix dans notre pays.
Lina Ekomo, Kamala Harris, ce sont des femmes leaders. Ce qui m'inspire chez ces femmes, c'est leur dévouement, leur courage, leur détermination. Pour cela, grâce à ces femmes, je me suis accrochée davantage à mes études pour pouvoir être à l'auteur d'ici demain de les remplacer.
Je vais toujours continuer à soutenir les femmes parce que malgré les souffrances qu'elles endurent au quotidien, malgré les désastres matériels, physiques, psychologiques qu'elles subissent, chaque jour, elles font preuve de résilience et démontrent qu'il y a toujours de l'espoir. Un jour, les armes vont se taire en République centrafricaine et les femmes et les jeunes, la population pourra se lever pour construire ce pays. Je reste optimiste.
Ancient Future is the first and longest-running musical organization dedicated exclusively to creating world fusion music, collaborating with musicians from more than 24 countries. In 2021, Ancient Future embarked on a series of alternate reality concerts, beginning with a solo performance by band leader Matthew Montford. The first live group performances are scheduled for June 2021. Visit ancient-future.com for more information. Rashida Mohammed, a female lawyer and barrister, is breaking down barriers in Nigeria. She's a staunch advocate for the rights of women and children, providing free legal services to vulnerable groups, especially women and children who have experienced violence.
If I die fighting for justice, I will have no regret. I live to fight for justice, and that's what I will do. I'm Rashida Mohammed. I'm the principal partner of Rashida Mohammed & Co., a female law firm founded by me, which happens to be the only law firm in Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara. I'm an active member of FIDA, International Federation of Female Lawyers. The main reason why I set up this place is to advocate for women and children to render free legal services to less privileged, vulnerable ones. I've seen series of gender-based violence, and I've not seen enough people coming to speak against it. Issue of gender-based violence is not about being an illiterate or not. Even educated people are being violated. Once somebody's child is raped, even if you punish the perpetrator, you cannot return back her virginity. It's a lifetime scar. The reason why most victims don't come out to talk about what happened is because they don't have support. After reporting the case, nobody cares about them. There's no love or concern towards them. In order to encourage others to come out to speak against violence or child abuse, let me make them as part of my family. So any victim that I've helped, from the day I help you, becomes part of my family. And I visit them every 2 weeks. I want my children to see a Nigeria where women's voice will be heard. Even children will have the right to speak for themselves. I want my children to grow up in a Nigeria where women and men are given equal opportunities, equal access to education, job opportunities, political and economic opportunities. For women and girls, I'm calling on all of us to be an advocate for ourselves. We've been talking about gender-based violence for a very long time, but I've hardly seen people coming to act against it. So I want us to stop talking about it. Let's be acting about it. If you see something, say something. Stop stigmatizing those that are victims of violence.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation. Watch and subscribe to our previous episodes on YouTube, and please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Free Speech TV, Roku, Sling, DirecTV, Dish Network, and Apple TV. I'm Bill McCarthy. Stay safe and well, and remember, you can create your own positive news.
Says there's so much yet to see, but you make me happy in your own special way. The magic of your love calls me, and I just can't stay away. I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home at last. Yes, I'm home.